Hello my fellow Italians and welcome back to Hetafacts. So many of you have requested this for quite a while, and yes, I know it's late. But I couldn't think of 10 characters for this at that time. Now, I have my 10 characters. So here we are, my top 10 most overrated characters. I am very sorry that this video is so late. I have been occupied with a little project recently. You will find out soon enough what it is. Also, I was a little bit hesitant on putting out this video because I know a lot of people are not going to like this video and what I say in this video. But then I realized I have not posted a video in a very long time, and I realized that most of my fans probably won't care what the content of the video is as long as I post something. So here is something. Before I begin though, remember that this is my opinion. If your favorite character is on here, that doesn't mean I hate it. I don't hate any of the Italia characters except for Picardy. Actually, I really love a lot of the characters on this list. I just think that they are overrated. By overrated, I mean that they are incredibly popular in the fandom to the point where I'm tired of looking at them, or to the point where it has gotten out of hand or is excessive. Mostly to the point where it annoys me, though. This video is going to piss off so many people. Number 10! Belarus. This shows how objective I am being, because this is one of my favorite characters. And I hate to admit it, but she is becoming rather overrated. I think the main reason is because of her design. Because let's face it, Belarus is hot. That long blonde hair, icy blue eyes, those large tracts of land. It must run in the family. Plus she's really cute. Also because of the fact that the fandom doesn't really know her character at all, meaning that they could portray her however they want. Iceland also has this problem, and that kind of leads to them being overrated. Number 9! I think you see my point. Number 8! Denmark. Denmarkism? Really? Denmarkism? He barely even mentions Legos in the manga. I think he does like, what, twice? I don't know. I like Denmark. I just don't think he needs his own religion. Number 7! Oh my gosh, Canada is always forgotten, poor baby. No one appreciates him anywhere, not even in the fandom. Stop, that's a huge lie, this guy is everywhere. Again, there's a huge Canadian fan base and there's a lot of Canada fangirls. Believe me, Canada gets his bitches. Don't get me wrong, I love Canada. I love a lot of the characters on this list. But there are traits about Canada that are just way overhyped, and there are traits that are almost completely ignored. Yes, we get that he's very quiet and shy like the stereotypes of Canadians, but there are also many other qualities of Canada like that are really cool and no one really pays attention to, like how he argued with America for 3 hours pointing out all of his faults and sent him home crying, or how he doesn't like to fight but is still a very strong fighter, and apparently keeps Swedish fish in his ass. And apparently drives a tractor on his days off. And then the Prue can exploded, and then bits of Canada got everywhere, and Canada, you're cute, but you're kind of overrated. Number 6! Norway. This kind of confuses me. I am really unsure how this character got so popular. I think the only reason is because of Den Nor. But let's be honest, Norway is kind of a bland character. He lacks a lot of character development, and honestly, he deserves better. These emotionless type characters are really starting to bore me. Hima could have done more than just make him mysterious and emotionless. We already have a lot of emotionless characters. I just think that with a character with so little character development, I don't really see how he's so popular. Number 5! America. Oh my god, I cannot go 2 seconds without seeing this guy on any Hetalia forum. Watch. I can understand why, though. The majority of the fans are from the US, and most of the Americans are patriotic, and America is a perfectly represented character. He is the embodiment of American stereotypes. I just don't need to see him every single time I log onto Tumblr. Number 4! Spain. I've kind of already talked about this already in my top 10 most annoying characters video. The main reason why I don't really like Spain is because he's incredibly overrated. His appearance is incredibly generic, and I'm just tired of looking at this boring character. Don't get me wrong, I mean, his personality is really nice. I mean, I like how that was written, but I just think that it'd be nice if I could have an easier time telling what character this is, because it's pretty generic. I mean, you could have given him like a more unique hairstyle, you could have given him something unique, and not have him look almost the exact same as a lot of other anime characters. Also, the ass thing. I don't think we've really ever seen his ass throughout the comic. I don't know where this worship of Spain's ass even came from. Show me one comic where we actually see just how impressive his ass is. I am waiting. Number 3. 2P America. The 2Ps in general are incredibly overrated. Though the 2Ps are not real characters, the fandom treats them like they're real, so I'll put them on the list. But I'll keep it to a minimum since, honestly, all of them are overrated. They're a bunch of non-canon characters with made-up personalities by angsty teenagers based on alternate color designs that Himaruya made. And those are just the Axis. The allies are not even based on Himaruya's 2P ally designs at all. In fact, many of the fans can't even agree on half of the 2P's designs. Although America's is pretty close though. I don't like the 2Ps in general, but 2P America is one of the most overrated of them all. At least the Axis has canon designs and colors, but I kind of like the idea that the person who made this character did. They based him off of his female 2P design, which is actually canon. Overall, I think they did a good job and I like the design. And that's a lot coming from me. I honestly think that the actual America should have had darker hair too. But that doesn't change the fact that he's freaking everywhere and I constantly get questions asked about him even though he isn't a real character! Number 2. England. You all saw this coming. All of you did. In my top 10 most annoying characters, he took number 3 mostly due to this reason. US-UK has been one of, if not the most popular ship for quite a while now, and then there's Fruck, trailing not far behind, which is one of the biggest reasons why England ends up everywhere. And then there's numerous other England ships, definitely a huge competitor in the Harem Olympics, and he was definitely the harem king of the fandom for quite a while, and still kind of is, at least in terms of numbers of ships. This also has to do with the large English-speaking fan base. But in my opinion, another reason why he's incredibly overrated is because the nation as a whole is the most overrated country in Europe. Seriously, London isn't really that special once you've seen Prague. I've already explained how he kind of upstages the show everywhere he goes in the comic, but there is another really big reason why he is so high on this list. Back in my day, England fangirls, especially the ones that shipped US-UK, were the worst. They were so rabid, and hell, even England fangirls today are still very defensive of their precious Iggy. But now fangirls today will pretty much just tell you to go fuck yourself and leave. But back then it was so much worse. It got to the point where there was this whole crusade against Seychelles, claiming that she ruined all the yaoi ships, and then everyone else jumped on board. It's always the England fangirls that ruin everything, and then the fans that do the Nazi salute. This man has caused so many shipping wars, so much chaos, and continues to enslave his hordes of fangirls with his bushy eyebrows and messy hair. And that's why he is so high on this list. England was just so close to being number one, but I decided to give him a bit of mercy, because all the bloodshed that he caused was mostly just within the fandom. Not much of it leaked within real life, unlike the next one. Number 1! So, what can be more overrated than England? Well, remember what I said in number 4. The only thing more overrated than England is 2P England. Dear God. Admittedly, I kind of added the 2Ps in here to give England a bit of a break. England has a lot of redeeming qualities, and it's not his fault he's so popular. England is really fun to write, and is really complex, and a well-written character. And most importantly, he's canon. This is none of those things. What am I looking at? What is this? I can kind of see how this relates to this, but why is his hair pink? Does this look pink? Does this hair look pink? No. No, it doesn't. Even though this character is completely fan-made, it is worshipped and treated like it is canon. And I keep getting asked about him, and I just don't know what to tell them. He's not canon. He may not have his own religion yet, but I almost see this character as much as I see regular England. Also, this character looks absolutely nothing like the 2P England that Himuruya actually drew, but that's just an inaccuracy error. Also, this character has some bad history in the fandom. This character got so popular that it actually hurt people in real life. A long time ago in the early fandom, when it was still in chaos, somebody's boyfriend was stalked, harassed, and had suggestive photos taken of him without his consent, all because some crazy fan thought that he looked just like Oliver Kirkland. All because of a fan-made character. Sure, England is overrated, and has led to the majority of bloodshed and shipping wars within the fandom, but it never really left the fandom that much. This was something that really actually hurt people, and that was 1 mark higher on your history test. Thank you for watching Hetafax. Hey kids, do you live in or around this area? Do you want to go to an anime convention, but don't have much money? Do you want to make a bunch of starving college kids happy? Well then, come to Kanjanai, a free anime convention hosted by the University of Michigan. Did you say free? Yes, free. It will be March 10th at the University of Michigan Modern Languages Building all day. There will be fun panels, a free cosplay photo booth, and a maid cafe. It goes from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Oh, and I'm running a panel, probably. Until then, keep on studying.